can you see the screen? Dear students, can you see the screen? Okay. So let's deal with this chapter. More students are joining. Good. So today this module 3 is ethics, values and managerial effectiveness. So what to do with this person? Module 3, and in this module we are having the topics like ethics, values and managerial effectiveness. So under this theme we are having 6 sub-themes, 6 units. Number 1, ethical conduct and moral responsibility in management. Ethical conduct and moral responsibility in management. Then we are having nishkama karma and professional excellence. So you have to understand what is ethical conduct, what is moral responsibility, what is nishkama karma, what is professional ethics. We have to understand what is integrity, what is accountability, what is how leadership can be responsible. We have to understand how you can manage your stress, how stress arises, then detachment, how you can get yourself detached from the result, and you have to make work-life balance. This work-life balance is a very important area of research all over the world in the management. Work-life balance, how much time you give to the workplace and how much time you give to your family, because both are important. If you give too much time to your family, you cannot do justice to the company. If you give too much to the company, you cannot do justice to your your life, family. And managerial effectiveness through values and service orientation. So how management can be effective through values and service orientation. How you can make your management, that is the main theme, how can you make your management effective, and application of Bhagavad Gita teaching in contemporary organization. That is the most important thing. We have to show how many teachings of Bhagavad Gita can be applied in the management. How teachings of Bhagavad Gita can be applied in management. Those things we are going to study. And just tell me, anybody, if you know what is the value of ethics. Anybody can tell me what is the value of ethics? Please tell. Next you shall have to start presentation from your side also. Very soon I will start that. Okay, I am not sharing the screen for some minutes. Let some other people join. But you tell me, anybody can tell me what is ethics. Can anybody tell me what is ethics? Rupjyoti, do you know what is ethics? Kunal, any idea what is ethics? Ethics have some principles. You please Google out also, find out the meaning of ethics. This will be helpful for you. Ethics has some principles which are common in all sorts of religion and which are common in management, in other places. So those things, the essence of all religions put together. Ethics is universal. Ethics is not for a particular area. Ethics is all countries. I told you that there are several institutes of ethics in all over the world. In UK, I told you there is one ethics institute, and their motto is doing business ethically makes for better business. You see, all over the world these institutions are there. In Canada, lots of institutes for ethics. In USA, in India, in Russia, Germany, you will find lots of institutes to teach ethics. So this ethics is very important, and we shall find how we can get ethics from Bhagavad Gita, how Bhagavad Gita help us or motivate us to learn ethics and do work ethically, do business ethically. And one is nishkama karma. Nishkama karma means you should focus your attention, your mind to the work, not the result. And suppose this it's a past, ancient teaching, but you apply today to your management. Suppose you are working in a company and you are thinking of your salary only, thinking of your promotion only, you are putting your focus there only, and you are not focusing on your work. So you cannot do the work properly, you cannot put 100% of your capacity to the work. So if you focus on the work, and salary, other benefit automatically will be there. So that is nishkama karma. You are not working for salary only, you You are working for work. You working for work. You come to your office for work, not for the job. Some people come to office for job, means maintaining job. In government offices you should find people come at a particular time, they put signature or attendance, and then they go and they put the signature. In between hardly they work. Most of them, some people are there, I am not telling everybody, but some people are there, they are not working. So that way government institution, government offices, these are losing their creativity, losing their activity, losing their work. So these things will ultimately come back to that employee. Ultimately a time will come, this will be exposed, and that employee will be getting punishment. But suppose you are doing ethically, focusing on the work, then when you do more and more work, then what will happen? You do everything sincerely, then what will happen? Your management will be happy with you, your working capacity will increase. And suppose your management is not happy, and suppose management is not giving you proper salary and all, then other companies are there to hire you. So you have to increase your capacity. That is the thing. You have to increase your capacity, and you can increase your capacity by working only. So you have to focus on the work, and result will be there. Result will automatically be there. So at that time, Arjuna was advised that you work first, you fight. That was a fighting, but you take present day, it is your work. It is your work only. So that was the fighting, because Arjuna had lots of energy, power, efficiency, and everything. He was expertise, but for some reason Arjuna was not able to fight. He said that I cannot fight, I shall not fight, these are my own people, although those own people are wrongdoers, but he could not take action against those people because they are own people. See, called own people. So this is some sort of favoritism only, and at the same time see these own people, these people facing network problem. Okay, can't help, can't hear. You can't hear. Why you can't hear? Dipti, hello sir, I am facing network problem. I can't hear you clearly. So any problem from my side? Rupjyoti, any problem from my side? She is not hearing properly. Okay, maybe Dipti is having some problem in that area. Okay, Dipti, you try. So what I was saying about result and work, that's the most important thing. Result and work. He said, Krishna said that karmanni vadikarastu ma phaleshu kadachano. It straightway said you have no right over the result. You have right over the work. You do the work and result you give to me, he said. And see how scientific this teaching. At the same time Krishna said, but don't get detached from the work. You should not get detached from the work. You detach from the result, because too much of attachment to the result will make your attention, your concentration will be weaker, concentration will be broken, and too much of connectivity or attachment with the result will give you stress. If you are too much attached to the result only, that may arise stress, because you are thinking of your result only, and sometimes suppose result is not good, then you are depressed. If result is good, then you are having ego. So that ego and depression, both are killers. So Bhagavan Krishna said that you concentrate on the work, don't attach with the result. At the same time you can say, any student may ask me, sir, if we don't concentrate on the result, then what use doing the work? See, result will be there, result will be yours only. Result will be yours only. So before doing the work, whether you should think of the result or not, yes, you should think of the result. Krishna never said you should not think of the result. Of course you should think of the result, but then you should think of the result, but you shall not make the result your own. You shall not be attached to the result, because if you think of the result, then you can take proper decision. The decision making is very, very important. So long I am discussing only 2 slokas. I will give you 4-5 more slokas, which I have already explained, but I will give you. I have given you Jada Jada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. This I gave you, and you have done your assignment also. And I have given one, this I am continuously speak on that which I love most, the karmani vadhikarastha ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phaler hetur bhurmate sangushta karmani. This is a very, very important sloka of Bhagavad Gita advice. But there are some more, I will not give you many more, I will be giving you 4 5, so that which will help you to understand all these things I am teaching. And you shall also make some research so that these things you can use in your day-to-day activities. In your day-to-day activities. Because you know some years back what happened in IIT Guwahati only. One girl, she had some problem with the result, and she thought so much and so much, now ultimately she committed suicide. So, and many cases are there. Many cases are there. Whenever there is some little failure, then these young boys, teenagers, they do many self-destructive work. In school life also it is there. So these things should not be there. So if we know Bhagavad Gita, this teaching, these types of other teachings, then we can control your mind. That too much focus on the result should not be there. Suppose in one semester you could not do very nice as you expected for some reason, then instead of thinking too much, you concentrate on repeating if there is provision, you concentrate on the next semester so that you can cover up. But if you think too much and too much of that failure, of that unsuccessful, then it will create some problem in your concentration, and next work will be disturbed. That is the thing, next work. There is a song of Rabindranath Tagore. He wrote that in the morning I did not do anything, I could not do anything, my morning was killed, and thinking that my evening is also killed. So that is the meaning. Suppose in the morning the person was not successful, so it was in vain, meaningless, and thinking that much and that much and that much, he wasted evening also. So what should be done, you think? You think practically Bhagavad Gita gives these teachings, what you should, but every time we forget these things. But if you are fully concentrated on these things spiritually, then then it will be in your habit. This course of 2 credit is not that important as it is important for your own life. You also study more and more. What I am giving is only little bit 2 credit course, but I inspire you to learn more these things and think more and apply in own life, apply in personal life. This will be very beneficial for you. So now I think people will not be joining. So now we have 30 students today. So let me share now. Let me share little, then it will be going very fast in that case. See, this was our this thing. Ethics, values. What are the values? These are all studies of management, dear students. These are all studies of modern management, because in past management was a bit different. In past, management were concentrating on the profit only. Please listen to me. Management or business was concentrating only on profit too much. And when a business is concentrated on only profit too much, what will happen, then there are a lot of problems to the business. So it is coming in the Companies Act, it is coming all over the world, that you should concentrate not only, you should not concentrate on the result too much. Of course, you should not concentrate on the profit only. You should concentrate on the work, on the service to the society. There is a Companies Act says that every company must have some amount of money, 2% spent on social work, that is corporate social responsibility. You are becoming engineers or anything you are becoming in future, whenever you will be working in any company, then you will find that company spends a particular considerable amount of profit on social service, corporate social responsibility. Please learn these things, CSR. So this CSR and other things are, all these are coming from, from the ideas given by scriptures like Bhagavad Gita. Same thing they are saying in Bhagavad Gita, that you should not concentrate only on the, it's a disturbing time and again. So anyway, let me wait. You should not concentrate on the result only, you should concentrate on the work. It may be personal, it may be corporation, company, it may be anywhere. But don't stop the work. Work should go on, work should go on. So this is very, very true all over the world. This is not meant for only a particular group of people of India or Asia or any place. These are the thing, common, and every religion will accept these things. Every religion, that's why these are ethics. These are common in every religion. So that's what we are studying these things at this very early life, so that this can help us in future. In an American university, I have read the story, please listen the story. In an American university, they were giving the courses on MBA, management. And the first day class, one professor came, and that professor said that, can you tell me what will be your status after 30 years? He asked the students, what will be your status after 30 years? So the students were thinking, what he is saying? We shall get MBA degree, then get a job, and then get huge salary, get married, get children, and then go on. A time will be there that job will not, I will be retiring, getting pension, and finished. This is a life. But dear students, the professor explained that this is not the only option. There may be many varieties. Now the students who are studying MBA, what will happen to them after 30 years? Just ask yourself. That will give you, very good guidance to yourself. What will happen after 30 years to your life? Then the professor gave the option. Then after 30 years, you may be a wealthy, happy married life. You may be having a healthy, unhappy married life, unhappy life, because you have a lot of money, wealthy but unhappy. You may be poor. They give the options. You have lots of options which may happen to the life. The persons who are studying to the MBA course, he said that all are not having that bright things that happen to a life, very nice story. No, may not be. There may be one or two who will be in the, in the jail, arrest, will maybe in the prison, maybe, you don't know. Then which way is good? That is the thing. I am telling you one thing. Few years back, are you interested to listen to story connected with this? Let me tell you one story. Some years back, one person from India only, he was from Kolkata. You can search his name from the Google. Then in 1972, he passed out IIT Delhi, and then he went to Harvard University, USA. And what happened after that? He became the top CEO of McKinsey company. Very brilliant Bengali person, brilliant, talented, good career. And in 2003, around that time, I got the news that that person was in jail. Why? He has, talent, he has degree, he has experience, he has good salary, good known people in all over the United States of America, good name in the corporate sector, but he was in the jail. This is a story. It is not an imaginary story. It is a real fact. You can study, you can search out in the Google. Why? He did something unethical. What unethical? Let me tell you what unethical he did. He sold some secret information of the company to outsider. He sold some secrecy, sold, due to greed, due to lack of values, due to unethical activities. He sold out the secret information of the company and to someone of South India. That person was also from South India. And then it came into focus, and that person was put in behind the bars, jail. See, that's why that professor asked the students, just think where we'll be after 30 years. You cannot say this will be my case. So what we can do? You cannot say, this is my luck, my fortune, so no way out. You cannot say that. You control your luck. You control your fortune. Try to do that. That's what we get from these types of studies. Bhagavad Gita is only one point only, one media only. But try to learn these things from any other religious scriptures also. You can learn these things. Bhagavad Gita, it said there only one area, but in various other religious scriptures you will be finding these types of teachings, good teachings are there. So what we can do? You don't know what will happen to you after 30 years. So what we can do? At least let us learn to be ethical. Let us learn to love the values. Let us learn to work properly. Let us learn to put full concentration on the work. Let us learn not to put too much of concentration on the result, because result may make us mentally sick also, insane. Because suppose for some reason you have, and there is one more case, you can search out these things, please. I'll listen from you these types of stories, practical stories, because now course is almost going to be over. Now we shall relate it to practical stories. We shall relate. You will be finding it very, very interesting. I'll give you case studies to study those things. You will be finding it very, very interesting, and you will be doing very good in exam. But more important is that it will be very good learning for you and me also. Don't think I am teacher only and I am all good and only, and you are not. No. We are both two parties, you and me. We are learning and discussing so that our life is purified, so that we do not do bad things. Because if we are strong ethical mentality, if you have a strong love for values, we are all full concentration on the work, no concentration, not for the result, too much of result, because result may put ours, stressful. If result is good, we are eating, drinking, making merry, dancing and becoming blind and doing wrong things. And if result is bad, we are depressed and then get, full of stressful life for the rest of the life. So these guidance will help us to make ourselves, at least at the end of 30 years, we are not put in the jail, we are not do this way, that way. All educated people are, suffering at the later age. You will find many educated people, they are, ultimately lots of, you have to protect yourself. Pray to Almighty, whoever may be your God, whoever your God. You pray, all gods are same spirituality. You pray that your life is protected, that you do not do bad things. You do proper work, you do not bunk your office duties, you do not do any unethical things, you do not, harm others, and you are not doing anything out of greed. Be honest and be niskama, then you will be someone that it will be not like that person whom I told you, who was from West Bengal, from Kolkata, then IIT Delhi in 1972, 72, then he studied from Harvard University, and then he became big top boss of McKinsey, and then he sold inner information to outsider. Dear students, in the corporate language, I want to teach you I just tell you one thing. When inner information, means secret information, is sold by someone of the company to outsider, there is a term. This is known as, this term is known as insider trading. That term is known as, I am writing for you, INSIDER, insider trading. Please, you are not studying management properly, but you can know this thing, insider trading. This is known as insider trading. So that person was caught due to the fault of insider trading. So there is a crime. He is so brilliant, so talented, but he did this insider trading at the end, towards the middle age, and then he is in the jail. See how practical, whatever course you are discussing, how practical you think that way. So much practical things. So why we are doing it to young boys and girls here? Because so that we do not do anything that way. Because even going by honesty, doing work ethically, we can lead our life properly. We may not have 10 cars, we may not have 20 crores, but you can lead our life properly with peaceful mind. Once I attended a seminar in Delhi. I attended a seminar in Delhi long back. International conference was there, on MBA students were there. I was a resource person, but I listened to another chief guest lecture. The chief guest, Mr. Sachdev, Dr. Sachdev was the chief guest, and some students asked him, "Sir, if we do something unethical in the business, and suppose nobody knows it in the world, nobody knows it, and I am not caught, then what is the problem?" See the question, Anurag, see the question, Kunal, see my question. He asked, if the business, I mean MBA student in Delhi, I am taking Delhi International Conference, I was there. So he asked the resource chairperson, Mr. Sachdev, sir, I want to ask a question. And he said, what question? He said, if I do something unethical in the business and suppose nobody knows it, nobody comes to know, so what will happen? Because I can do unethical things, bad things, wrong things, and nobody can see. I am so cleverly I have done it. So foolproof I have done it because nobody can catch me. So what will happen? Can I do it or not? Because you have said that if I do bad things and if I caught, then there will be problem. If I am caught, then what will happen? Then there will be, I'll be jailed, I'll be punished, I'll be thrown out of my job, this thing. But I do it in such a manner that nobody can see. Then what will happen? Why should I follow ethics? Yes, why should I follow ethics? Can anybody answer here? You are doing some unethical things very secretly and nobody knows it, nobody can catch you. So what may happen? Can you tell me, anybody? Will you do it? If not, why shall you not do it? What will happen if you do this unethical thing? Means S-I-N, sin, unseen, U-N-S-E-N, unseen is not a S-I-N, sin. Sin, unseen is not a sin. Some people believe that. First sin, S-I-N, sin, mane unethical thing. Sin, unseen, U-N-S-E-N. You understand that? Sin, unseen is not a sin, S-I-N, sin. So he is thinking, I am doing some sin and it is not seen by anyone, S-E-N, seen by anyone. So what is the problem? Who will know it? Can anybody tell me? Even after can nobody catch you, then what will you do? Will you do it? Anybody? Anurag? You got my question? Anurag? So how will you react to my question? I have said you have done something unethical in your company, in your workplace, and nobody can see, foolproof. Nobody can catch you, suppose. Then will you do it or not? Should you do it or not? Everybody think this question. Should you do it or not? What is the problem if you do? Why should you follow ethics? What is the reason you should follow ethics that I am teaching here? Or Bhagavad Gita is teaching? Why should? Then, when this was asked, I am telling the story of Delhi. Then Dr. Sachdev, he said, you should follow ethics so that you can sleep peacefully at night. Think. So that you can sleep peacefully at night. Very simple thing I have said, but please study, think about these things. You can ask me question next day also about these things what I said. So dear students, we should follow ethics and follow the guidance of Bhagavad Gita, what is given, and other guide points also you can study. So these are the things how Bhagavad Gita teaching can be applied in contemporary organizations. This is something research you shall also think, I shall also think, and we shall see. So let me go now fast. I have taught you ethics, values and managerial effectiveness. And ethics means doing what is right. Now I will be going a bit fast because I have explained everything. This PPT I will be going fast, so no problem for you. Ethics means doing what is right, fair and honest in all situations. Please listen. Ethics means doing something which is right and fair in honest in all situations. Is not it is right here, but is not right in some other place. No, ethics is something which is right here and right there, and like H2O, 2 hydrogen 1 oxygen makes water. It is true in India, true in USA, true in Himalayas. H2O is true in the moon, in the Mars, isn't it? That type of rightness is ethics. That type of rightness is ethics. We should think these things for our personal life also. Then ethical conduct in management means what? Be honest, treat employees fairly. You should treat, if you are a manager, you should treat your employees fairly, avoid corruption, cheating, follow company rules and laws. And if we do not do it, then any time it may happen to us what happened to that person in USA, I told you. And what is moral responsibility? Managers are responsible not only for profit but also for employees' welfare, customer satisfaction, society and environment. For example, a manager refuses to give bribe, it means that he is doing it is ethical behavior. Niskama karma means without desire. You do the work, only karma, and without any desire. But at the same time, controversy, some people say, if you do not have desire, how can you work? If you do not target the result, how can you work? But this is not taught by Lord Krishna. The meaning is that your mental focus should be where? Mental focus where? Because if a company does not give you salary, why should you work? Very simple thing. Why should you work? So that's a different thing. But when you are working, where should you put your focus? Only on salary or on the work? That is the thing to be thought. Then key idea of Niskama Karma, focus on hard work, duty, excellence, not salary, promotion, recognition. Then in professional life, work sincerely, result will follow. Avoid stress about outcomes. This is the thing, Karmani Vadikarastu, we get these things only, very much connected to the management. A teacher who teaches with full dedication, not just for salary, it leads to professional excellence. This is an example only. Then integrity means what? Being honest, having strong moral values, doing right thing even when nobody is watching. That's what I said little while back. The sin unseen is not a sin. You are doing something unethical and nobody can see you. Then also you should not do. Even if nobody is watching you, you should do the right thing. That is the mentality. You be honest to yourself. That is the thing. You should honest to yourself. That question was asked in Delhi conference by student. If I do not follow ethics, what is the problem? If you do not follow ethics, you cannot sleep properly at night. And you may having crores of wealth, rupees, money, and then you cannot sleep. You cannot purchase sleep. You cannot, and there will be a lot of mental stress will be resulting into a lot of physical problems, diseases. But if too much of stress, then there will be sugar, BP high, and many other problems, thyroid, these things will be there. So you cannot live your life properly. That is the thing. Although you have lots of wealth, accountability, when you do something, you have to be accountable, responsible for that. Then responsible leadership means what? A good leader acts ethically, takes care of team members, makes fair decision. A leader admits the mistake. When there is a failure, leader takes, it is my fault, I will be finding the fault. And some leaders, they only blame others. They do not see their own blame. So that is not responsible leadership. You should see your own fault also. Then you are responsible leadership. Stress management, how you can manage your stress, how you can free from your stress, how you can live stressfully, because stress is the root of different diseases, sugar, blood pressure, thyroid, and many, fatty liver, all these things are there. So this stress is one of the reasons. If you may be stress free, then also these diseases may be there. But stress is one of the reasons proved by the medical science. So how can you be stress free? By detachment, by work life balance. Managers can face stress due to work pressure, deadline, competition, these things are there. Too much rat running, so that will give you the stress. So you have to manage your stress. Stress management techniques. How can you manage your stress techniques? Techniques are there. You manage your time. You do your work whenever it should be done. You don't put all the study materials to be studied at the end of the period when exam is one day left. No, you study from now, equally distribute your routine, your study, work, you distribute daily, you study, no stress. You find many students get, they get fever or headache or many other diseases just during exam time. Because so many days they were not studying, during exam too much of stress. So they fall sick. Think of these things. Then you go for meditation, yoga, you think positively, take little break when you work, take little break. So that way, in simple I have said, but there are a lot of research on stress management, dear students. I have said in a very simple way, small way. So this way you can manage your stress. And detachment, Bhagavad Gita said, you detach from the result. Result is good, okay bhai, theek hai. Result is bad, okay, I will take corrective action. But I will not take stress. Result is good, I will not take too much of stress. Result is bad, I will not take too much of stress, but will go for corrective measures. So do not attach yourself to success or failure. That is the thing. Work-life balance. Work-life balance, I told you, between job and work, home activity, family. This balance. Then these are the things I told you. Managerial effectiveness. Managerial effectiveness, it means that achieving goals efficiently, successfully. Role of values, these are the things: honesty, respect, discipline, then help managers, all these things. So today let me not continue because time is, I think it is over. So today let us, what is the time? Let me see, 3:35, and now someone has joined again. Someone is joined when I am there, not there. Anyway, so let us complete today this class. You can ask me questions, and thank you very much for listening so nicely, so patiently, and I'll be very happy if this lecture helps you in any way. In your exam is one thing, but in your personal life, if this lecture helps you anyway, I'll be very happy, and may Lord Krishna bless you all. I'll come back to you very soon, and today I'll be there another 4-5 minutes for attendance and any comment from you. So thank you very much. Thank you. Stay blessed always, stay happy always, and stay fit always, and may Almighty protect you all, protect us all.